Hello, all you beautiful people. How's everybody doing on this absolutely beautiful, fantastic, phenomenal, marvelous, amazing, great day? We're going to be continuing more Trails in the Sky. We're on part 15. I had to look for a quick second there. We're like on the final chapter. I think this sewer area that we are going to right now is optional, but they said you can grind up your levels and stuff pretty heavily in here, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna grind. So let's see how strong they are. They definitely have the HP. They definitely have that. Also, we definitely need to get our CPs up. That'd be really good because we got a absolutely almost got a game over in the first tournament. So in the first fight of the tournaments, literally first fight, first tournament. Well, not first tournament, but the first fight. Oh yeah, 78 XP. Oh, for sure. This is the spot. So the only reason we got so heavily destroyed was not because we were too weak or anything like that. It was literally because they had instant kills. Like, come on. What fun is that? And then, so yeah, they had instant kills and they had revives. So things were just not going our way. But we did it. Gonna just grind up here. Get what? Maybe there's even equipment in here. If there's even one piece of equipment in here, I'll be happy. We just keep getting preemptives, which is great. Estelle leveled up to 28, which is awesome. Oh, also, I need to do this now before I forget. I'm gonna change the S break on Zin here, to the AoE one. Wait. Yeah. Oral Blast. Is that... That's a weird glitch. Okay, that's a bug of some sort. I was confused there for a minute. That's a bug. Bug, glitch, whatever. It's a bug. The description confused me. Oral Blast is the AoE one, as you can see it right there. Medium range AoE attack. But when you set it, it puts the description of disable. And then when you put disable, that's the same description. We go to Oral Blast. The description of disable. Alright. That's a bug. At least I got it on, at least. It doesn't even matter. I was about to start using CP, then I was like, wait. I need the CP. Joshua leveled up. I'm gonna keep looking on over here. What's over here? Ooh, there's a whole section over here. Oh, these guys are heavily weak to fire, but I mean, if we keep getting preemptives, it doesn't matter. And we're getting tons of Sepif in here, which is absolutely amazing. There's a bunch of paths to go. Okay, there's so many paths to go. I'm gonna get confused. Let me make it easy on myself. Oop. Let me make it easy on myself to start by going in one simple direction. Wow. What the heck is that status effect on Estelle? What is on her face? Oh my gosh. Guys, can you stop missing? It instant kills? Can we stop with the instant kills? That is like the worst thing ever. I have no reviving bombs. As quick as I got in this dungeon, I have to leave. Gosh, okay, that is like the biggest thing I absolutely hate in a JRPG. Oh, we're gonna instant kill you. Alright, go ahead and do it. Like, awesome. That's so dumb. Let's go to the shop and buy a ton of revives. So whenever Estelle does end up dying, I don't have to worry. So let's first go to the hotel, which is up here. We're gonna rest. 200 for the night? Yuck. That's disgusting. This is the most expensive shop by double. By double the amount of money, actually. I believe the shop that sells, items is here. Yes, it is. I'm buying 8 of these babies. And I'm out of here. Look at that zigzag we got going on there. All right. Alright, so there's this weird secondary bug. I know, another bug. That prevents you from actually walking in here. So, I know I got there easily that time. But trying to actually get through that door is actually really hard. You literally gotta keep wiggling your character till they squeeze in. I'll hit this one.
They messed with the wrong guy.
They messed with the wrong guy. Apparently. And oh my gosh, thank you so much, Haas, for the follow. Thank you so much. Bam. Ooh. Man, we're gonna get some really good XP in here. So, we were level 27, was it, when we came in here? I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Savor the victory.
We were level 27, yeah. Easy number to remember. Alright, I'm not holding back with these guys. Do we have a delay? We don't have a delay. I'm gonna taunt them. I am gonna dual strike. Do.
We're good to go.
There's a path. If we follow a path, we can end up getting this chest. Where does this section up here lead to? Let's see.
Let's move out.
Here a bomb. Don't be shocked now, but it's empty. I'm not shocked. Okay, this is an easy path. It just leads straight to that chest.
for the victory.
Level 29 on both Joshua and Estelle. Tira bomb. Chest is empty. Are you surprised? Nope. I'm still not surprised. Up here was yeah, just the chest. Which means we can go up here now. I am like trying to like memorize the path we're going. It's just like getting so confusing at this point. I could just use magic. I don't know why I'm not doing it. Okay. Kill this mosquito thingy before it instant kills me. It puts a status effect where it's like, hey, there's something on your face. And if you get hit again, you die. So we're not gonna even bother with that. Throw on me all the poisons you want. Throw any disgustingly annoying status effects. As long as you don't instant kill me, I'm fine. Here's the side quest for that ferocious monster. Or should I say monsters, because holy hell. I'm actually gonna S-craft. Bam, 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 bam. And now look at that, they're almost all dying. Well, actually, bam, 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 bam. Easy. And a ton of sepip, ton of XP, look at that. Exterminated the monsters in Grancel Sewers West Block. We're just so good at this game, aren't we? We did not get a preemptive. I'm scared of these guys. I don't want to deal with this. I am going to taunt them. Yes, I got all of them. So, now that they're taunted, it's going to take them a while to get to Zen down there. And in any case, even if he does die to the status effect, it's not a big deal because it's not Estelle that's dying. Estelle can just revive anyone real easily. So it doesn't even matter. See, none of them can even reach. So we're fine. I will hurricane over here though. I will do a hurricane. Sadly, that was not the person I would have loved to have hit, but it's fine. I'm gonna eliminate you. Be careful, guys. And instant killed the character that I didn't want to kill. So, is taunt in this game useless? It's so bad. It didn't even protect. Taunt in other games is supposed to only manually make you hit just that character, but they didn't care. That character, that mosquito thingy went straight to Estelle. That doesn't make sense now, does it? I'm just gonna go with the assumption that taunt is not as strong as other games. Tira bomb. I say, didn't you loot me once before already? No, I didn't. There's a door that leads up there. Okay. This doesn't lead anywhere. There's no upper path? Oh, just for the chest. There's 2 doors you can go and open to get to those 2 chests right there. We will find them. No worries. They're somewhere around here anyways. 2 doors. This one leads to a chest only. Tira bomb. Chest is empty because you'd emptied it. Thief. This is interesting. Looks like this wall comes down, but you gotta open it from another end. totally fine. We haven't went to all the paths yet, so I'm not that worried. There is a path that goes in here that goes from underground, so we're gonna do that right now. Wow, the enemy turned around the exact moment I touched it. It's a heal slash defense up? That's amazing. Why can't we have that? Heal slash defense up? That's super strong.
Let's move out.
Did we come this way? Yeah, we did. It was for this chest. We found the chomping spare rib. That is not a weapon at all. It's just literally an ingredient, okay? Ingredient, right? Chomping spare rib. It is not. Chomping spare rib. The food. Food item. Yeah, right there. 800 HP heal with a strength and defense plus 15% when used. That's cool. Chest is so empty it hurts. Okay. Alright, now the question becomes, how do I get to those chests that were on the other end? I'm gonna have to go give a second look, because I'm confused. Only getting 32 XP, no more 78, sadly. Turn around, mosquito. Turn around, flies. There you go. I don't want to fight you guys without a preemptive attack. I've learned my lesson.
We're good to go.
I've definitely learned my lesson. I know I'm going backwards, but I do want to figure I do want to double check everything and make sure that there was no way that I'm able to go to that section there. There's no secret walls or anything like that. Nope. Oh wait, use spiral flare. The moths are weak to fire.
We're good to go.
We're about to level up again soon. Yeah, I don't really see a way up there.
We're good to go.
Yeah, I don't see the way to get up there. I do need the lever to pull down in order to actually go through there, to this path down here. Until we can pull the lever and open this up here, I can't go there at all. This is, though, the sewer west block. So I guess we need the key. So I guess we gotta continue the story and get access to the east block of the sewers, and then we can actually continue onward. Okay. So, I guess we're heading out of here. The XP here still is amazing, and if it's even better in the east block, not the west block, the east block, then I'm excited for it. Oh crap! I don't make it. Oh, let's move so that way I can get a turn a little bit quicker. We're level 30. We got 3 levels in here in less than 20 minutes. That is good. That is good.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Dang, now I'm only getting 18 XP, so XP growth is like really heavily falling. But it's alright. We're done. We're done with this section. Let's actually start going. Let's actually go to the tournament, which is literally what this whole section is about. I'm gonna do one more time. I'm going to go ahead and rest at the hotel. Or yeah, sure. I was thinking of using maybe some items to put his HP up, but it's alright. I will spend it in order to get him up. Alright, so let's actually start the tournament. It shouldn't be anywhere as annoying as the first guys, right? Nothing's more annoying than instant kills and enemies that revive themselves. Master Zin, welcome to the Grand Arena. Please note that the tournament participants are asked to remain within the arena's walls until the end of the day's matches. Have you all made the necessary preparations for a day of hot action? Bring it on. Excellent, excellent. The awaiting room is the blue team room just inside the hall on the right. Fight well. Alright, let me take a sip of water. Alright. Oh, there you are. It's Dorothy. Hi, Dorothy. She's adorable. I love Dorothy. Short time no see. Seeing as how we only saw each other in Zeiss. Yeah, I know. I never dreamed we'd meet again in this life. I mean, since you got in so much trouble after you boarded that factory ship. So much trouble? Oh, well, this bears investigation. Whoa, wait, Dorothy. Maybe we can save that conversation for later. Huh? Anyways, I was gonna say your friends here look kind of familiar. I seem to recall encountering you once in the city of Bose. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance once more, my uniquely charming lady. We passed by each other near the hot spring. Oh, I remember now. The drink and run guy and the bear in the eastern clothing. So Estelle, are you and Joshua fighting alongside these two in the competition? Yep, that's right. We're on Zin's team. The bear in eastern clothing, as you put it. So about you, are you covering the event for the newspaper? Well, until yesterday I was working on another story. Y'all told me this morning that I should check out the martial arts competition to see you guys. You're as strong as he said you were. This is gonna make for some great pictures. Hahaha. I hope so. Oh yeah, isn't y'all with you? Nah, I guess he has something important to check up on. I think he was up all last night wrestling with a bunch of papers or something. He told me today he was gonna talk to an old acquaintance. I see. And he wanted me to pass a message on to you. He said he wants you to come by the editorial department this evening. Whatever it is, he made it sound serious. Okay. We'll go after today's matches. Ah, serious conversation. My old nemesis. Well, don't let it get you down. Meow. Wow. Oh, would you stop? It doesn't even have anything to do with you. How very cruel, Estelle. And after our passions burned so strongly yesterday, am I merely refuse to be discarded when circumstance affords me no immediate use? Would you please stop talking like that? Wow, Estelle, I had no idea. Isn't he a little old for you, though? He's talking about the tournament, but you're better off just ignoring everything he says either way. I'm gonna go ahead and find a good seat so I can get the best shots. I'll be rooting for you guys. Good luck. She's quite the unique sort of girl, isn't she? Between her and Olivier, I just get drained. That just means we're relieving your stress before the match. She is a pretty particularly skilled photographer, at least. Most of the photographs that have been published in the liberal news lately were taken by her. Impressive. In that case, we'll have to make sure that our flight is one worth taking pictures of. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know who we're facing, but we need to get psyched. Oh, I'm psyched. As long as we're not fighting any more instant kills and revives. If it's just revives, that's fine. But not instant kills. Please, please. Alright. Are we the only ones here? Ugh, they're late. The match is due to start soon, so where's the other team? Okay, I was about to say. It is kind of strange. Maybe something's holding them up, or... Come on, get a move on. We're moving. Quit rushing us, alright? Ugh, why do things have to turn out like this? Oh, it's the Capua! The Capua family! Yes, Josette. We're gonna meet Josette again. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't be getting all sad on us now. We need to keep our spirits up in the case we end up fighting them today. Oh, we're not fighting, guys. We're not fighting. But you. So it was your team. I should have known they would show up in a timely fashion. I guess we won't be fighting you lot today after all. Looks like you guys got lucky again this time. I'd been hoping we get matched up with you so we could give you the I'd been hoping we get matched up with you so we could give the she-man there a lesson. Oh, you did not. Hey, no idle chatter. But did you forget that it's only his gracious generosity that you're even in this competition? Come now, soldier. You don't need to worry about this. Have we not been well behaved so far? And I just hope you decide to keep that up until you go back to jail. Don't even talk to them. You don't make any trouble, and we won't make any trouble for you. I don't think there'll be a problem. They want to clobber us tomorrow after all. I think you noticed, but there's a full company of soldiers on security here on security detail. Don't even start imagining that you even have a chance of escaping. We know already. We're not idiots. You guys are a real eyesore, so why don't you just go already? You little. Don't let this kid provoke you. Just try. Just don't try any funny business. I love Josette. It's like I love Olivier, but I love Josette. So it's like I can't figure out who's my favorite character in the game. Like sometimes I'm just like, yeah, Olivier is definitely my favorite. Then it's like, oh no, but Josette is just too good. I can't decide between them two. How'd you guys wind up in the martial arts competition? Is it really because Duke Dunnan allowed it? Yeah, seems that way. He supposedly called for us specifically to participate. The better we do, the lighter our sentence gets. You've got to be kidding me. That's a little strange for a constitutional monarchy. Haha. It seems the Duke is of a mischievous sort. Well, you won't see us complaining. I'd rather work off my sentence than spend it in prison. But then that's not the only reason. What's that supposed to mean? Ah, shut it. It ain't any of your business anyhow. It matters to us. So if you're not here to fight us, then are you here to take on the special ops soldiers? What? How? Damn straight we are. They were supposed to be our allies and they screwed us over. They used to help us expand the intelligence division's influence, then tossed us aside. We're idiots, plain and simple. We got double-crossed, and that really sucks. Yeah, I suppose so. Come to think of it, I even feel kind of bad for you guys. Listen, we don't want your damn pity. You owe us, and don't you forget it. Huh? What do you mean by that? Haha, don't you remember the last time we met? It'd be a bad thing if you know who found out that you snuck into Laceden Fortress, right? Oh. We don't like those jerks too much either, so we didn't say anything about you. Haha, you ought to thank us. Indeed. Thank you for keeping it to yourselves. This certainly sounds interesting. I'd love to hear more. You hush. It was nothing. Whoops. I hate to interrupt, but I think we're starting shortly. We must apologize to everyone for the long wait. We now open the second day of the martial arts competition. Let's start up by announcing the fight card for the 5th match. South side, blue team from the Calvert Republic, captained by martial arts master Zin. North side, red team from the Bracer Guild Grancel branch, Kurt's team. Oh snap, we're fighting We're fighting Kurt's team. This is gonna be a struggle. If they do any of the damage numbers that they did on the enemies that they fought, we're gonna be in for a hard match. Woo! Thank you so much, Lois. Thank you so much. I realize donations don't appear on the Twitch activity, but I do see it on the side. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself. Here we go. We're gonna actually be fighting against Karna's crew. This won't be easy. We need to make sure that we don't get in Zin's way. No need to be so cautious. Your assistants will be just as good as any full-fledged bracers. All we need to do is focus on winning. Right. We'll do our best. Let us be off to glory. Alright. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be here. Enjoying myself. Thank you so much again. I'm gonna save the game right there before we get any game overs. And I think we're set. Olivia only has one tactic, so we're good. You know what? I forgot to check if we had the CP available. Hey guys, so you made it. Hiya rookies. She's my favorite. Annalise? I really like Annalise. I hope in one of the other Trails games, maybe Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter, or maybe even try Trails in the Sky the 3rd, we get to play as Annalise in the party, because she's definitely my favorite. Hiya rookies. Haha. Hi you two. We gave as good as we got. Then the immovable. I always wanted to go up against you at least once. What do you say we see if my sword can match up to your skill? Haha. Fine by me. But just to warn you, I'm not big on pulling my punches. Haha. I was hoping to fight in the final round. I guess we'll see who fate favors today. Jesus. On one hand, you have an advanced group of veteran bracers. On the other hand, a talented group of novice bracers and one genius performing musician. I imagine even Adios herself might have difficulty guessing the outcome. We now begin the 5th match of the No Holds Barred tournament. Both teams go to your starting places. Take your positions. Begin. Alright. Okay, we have a ton of CP. Fantastic. I do have Aura Blast on. I hope. If it's a really bad bug, then Disable will be on. Which is not good. None of them are weak to magic. They have a lot of HP. Annalise has the lowest HP though. So, I hope they don't revive. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna taunt. I got all 3 of them except for that one. What's his name? Kurt? Kurt, yeah. And now I'm gonna buff us up. Let's see here. Oh, this is Joshua. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna just... I wish we could choose the floor. Kinda sucks we can't. Alright, I'm gonna Evil Eye these 3, and then... Ooh, 93. Actually, I maybe should have waited. Oh, it doesn't matter. I can go ahead and use S-Craft. Black Fang, speed this up. Good damage. We even crit. We crit, Karna. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna quick draw these 3. Almost, I was 1 space away from getting all 4. That's totally fine. I am going to use that and go straight into an S break or S craft right here.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
I haven't seen this in a while. What does he do again? Oh, okay. Good damage. This is exactly why we saved the CP. And that is honestly, in my opinion, the best buff. One of the best buffs in the game that Karna has on the enemy team. That's a full screen AoE strength up. That is so good. Can I hit them too? Yes, I can. I am going to strengthen my strength up and my defense. And I'm gonna S-craft with you. We should be able to kill Karna with this. Yep, Karna's down. We gotta be careful because I don't want Kurt to revive. No! Okay, it's just a 500 HP revive. It's just a 500 HP heal with the passive of reviving. It's only a 500 HP heal. It's not a full HP revive like the last guys did. Ugh. Anyways, let me get a drink of water. And anyways, let's go straight into I'm gonna go over here. And I'm going to, yeah. Of course I missed. I want to take them out. That way I don't have to worry about them. Did I not take him out? Is he living on 1 HP right now? Ugh. 1000 HP heals, not good. Let's go ahead and double strike him. This girl, these two guys actually, are actually doing annoying damage on Din here. She's using arts. We gotta be careful. I can impede her though, and kill her. And of course, Kurt with the revive. This is actually gonna whiff. I have blind on. I'm actually gonna whiff my ability. So we are going to just throw in magic on you. Punch you. And just to guarantee the kill. Oh, I cannot. Oof. Actually, we can guarantee the kill in this form. I hope. I hope. Yes. Napalm Breath is powerful. Now. Poisoned. Amazing. AoE damage. I'll take that. Can't really reach. I'm gonna just sit back and throw magic all day. Zin? Ooh, that person's dying. Oh, you have Hurricane too. Napalm Breath you. You're not even doing much damage. The HP is actually... your HP is being drained by that poison. The song's not bad, actually. Now that I'm hearing it a little bit. At this point, let's just save the CP.
Alright, we're good to go.
120 XP. Real good. Olivier leveled up. Good Sepif. Good victory. KO. Winner is Zin's team. Yeah, nicely done. You know what this means, actually, now that I just thought of it? The Kapwa family is gonna get destroyed. They're fighting the Men in Black. That's what I'm gonna call them, the Men in Black. I never thought that Zin the Immovable was really that capable. You guys are no slouches yourselves. I don't think I'd have won if not for the others backing me up. Did we win? Yeah, not sure how though. Haha, don't be so modest. You may have had Zin with you, but you each pulled your own weight. Whew, I knew fighting Sheriff students was gonna be tough. But I had no idea the black-haired kid would be such a tough cookie. Oh. And I was thinking that this girl was gonna put me to sleep. Perhaps later we can discuss each other's strengths over a glass of wine. Oh, give it a rest. Well, not bad at all. No kidding, that was a pretty exciting match. I suppose it wasn't too bad. Haha, why thank you. So what's the deal? Why are you guys congratulating us? Got a fever or something? We're not congratulating you, you little punk. It's just that it will be annoying to lose so easily to the group that drove us up a wall. You've got a snappy comeback for everything, don't you? Come on, Estelle. Thank you very much. I know a lot's happened between us and you still cheered us on. We appreciate it. What? Oh no, is everyone gonna fall in love with Joshua? Like every single character in this game falls in love with Joshua. I'm trying to tell you that we're not cheering you on. Next up is the 6th match. Southside Blue Team, the Sky Bandits, aka the Kapwa family. Captained by Don Kapwa. Northside Red Team from the Royal Army Intelligence Division. Captained by the 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. Yeah, Lawrence is gonna destroy these guys. Alright, it's finally time. Time to teach those sneaky assholes a lesson. Maybe this is how it was destined to play out. Our fingers are crossed for you. Good luck. Watch out for their commanding officer. Keep him pinned down and you'll have a fighting chance. Okay. I mean, shut up. It's none of your business anyways. Yo, little masked avenger. I've been waiting for a chance to pay back what I owe you. Yeah, we really ought to thank the Duke for this chance. Haha. What's so damn funny? You're orphans of the Kapwa family, one of Erebonia's ruined noble families. You lost your territory to a corrupt merchant and only survived by taking to air piracy. I was just thinking about what a touching story that is. What the hell? How do you know about that? Did you forget that we're part of the intelligence division? You'd be better off abandoning your little quest for revenge and just serving your time quietly. It does seem that you're trying to go straight at least. You what? You sure do love to run your mouth, don't you? Time for you to taste a few orbital-powered bullets. I like how he says bullets, but he holds a goddamn cannon. That's not no bullet. We now begin the 6th match of the No Hold Barred tournament. Both teams go to your starting places. Ooh, they got a new formation. Take your positions. Begin! You're gonna get wrecked. I'm sorry. Already got delayed. Already half health with a secondary delay. Dying with a 3rd delay. You're not doing any damage. AoE though, that's good though, but still. Your damage numbers are pretty high, but their HP is enormous. Their HP pool is way too high. Look at that, 336, and look how much of a chunk that is. 312. Don Kapwa has like, it looks like he has like 800 some HP, while these guys have 1,000 something. I got 1,500. And then here comes the man himself, Lawrence. With his infamous instant kill sword. Bam bam. This is just murder. They're just getting wrecked, I'm sorry. Do, 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 do. If you get anywhere near Lawrence, you're just gonna get instant killed. We gotta grind up for this match. This is like inspiration to grind up. Don, what are you doing? Don, you killed yourself. You killed yourself. Lawrence has a move where he can take a turn away. Wow. KO. Winner is Lawrence's team, aka what I like to call the Men in Black. Oh man, they lost. They were doing pretty well at first. Olivia, were we watching the same match? It all fell apart when that fellow in red started in on them. Definitely not an opponent to be trifled with. I don't think he was even trying as hard as he could. I can't get a decent read on his real strength. Please tell me you're joking. No, I think it's the truth. That last technique just didn't feel like it was even all that focus. He's still got plenty we haven't seen yet. That's just crazy. I'm sorry, you guys. Don't try to cheer us up, please. We got slaughtered out there. Heck yeah, you guys did. Damn, if my support tactics weren't so worthless. It wasn't your fault. I'm the one who wasted all that energy on attacks that didn't do anything. Well, hey, sometimes it comes down to more than just who's stronger. We're gonna get him back for you when we fight him tomorrow. What? You make it sound so simple. I'm not fond of promising what I'm not sure I can deliver. A battle has to be won in mind before it can be won in the flesh. Exactly, Zen. You need that confidence. What a fine saying. 'Tis as if you and Estelle speak with the same mind. But you, sir, with a more golden tongue. Looks like you're finally done. Alright, no hanging about. Back to the docks with you. You've gotta be kidding. We just got done fighting. Can't you give us a few minutes to rest? You know, for hardened criminals, you sure act like spoiled brats. Come on now. Get moving. Bah. I'm so worn out. Josette, I'll free you. I'll free you soon. Hey, Bracer jerks. What? We aren't gonna be here tomorrow, but you'd better damn well win. If you'd let those assholes beat you, then you're gonna have hell to pay. Of course we're gonna win. Who do you think we're talking to here? We'll win. I swear it. Are you done? Enough stalling. I swear, I'm gonna free Estelle soon. And we got 40,000 mirror for winning. I wanna free us. I wanna really free Gisette. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Tomorrow's the final match. We're really gonna have to keep our spirits up, because that's gonna be one tough match. I suppose that we go to the bar and let it all hang out, so to speak. I like the way you think, good sir. I should like to join you. So this is adult logic. We've got some stuff, but we have to do, so not tonight for us, I think. No problem. See you later then. Yeah, we gotta go to the editorial. We'll meet up with you tomorrow morning out front. Good night, my sweethearts. Now, let's see. I bet Niall's waiting for us, so why don't we go to the Liberal News Service and see what he has to say? Yeah, hopefully he managed to learn something useful about those Intelligence Division members. Hopefully. Let me also save. I always get confused of where the heck we are. This is the tournament, right? Yeah, so we gotta go on the far other side on this section over here. Right over here. The song for this place is not bad. I like the music here. Here we go. Oh yeah, so the sewer east block. Where would that even be? Oh, we are in the west block, so I guess it's on the other side where we just came from. Anyways, let's go inside here. Oh, wait. Right here. He's upstairs, I guess. Hey, Niall. Pardon us. Hey, you're here. Amazing. Dorothy actually got the message to you guys. And you didn't screw it up. Will miracles never cease? So I hear you won your match today. Dorothy was in an absurdly cheerful mood when she got back from it. Cool. Y'all, about what we discussed earlier. Straight to business, I see. Take a look. Got some background on those big shots. Niall held out a black file folder. Is this from the Royal Army? Yeah, nothing super secret, but I was able to get out some documents. Let's just say they're on loan from some of my army contacts, but keep that under your hat, okay? Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and read it here. Estelle and Joshua opened the black letter. Let's go to Lawrence. I'm more interested in Lawrence. Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belger. Age and nationality unknown. A member of Jester, who was invited by Colonel Richard to join the Intelligence Division. Previous activities unknown. He's been in disguise all along. He's not even from Liberal. And what's up with his old job as a mercenary being a one big blank spot? I don't know. Jaeger Corps are known as the best mercenaries in the business for good reason. No kidding. So maybe the colonel was just looking for a real skilled fighter. It's a possibility. And I think I've heard of this gesture somewhere before. Alright, well, Richard. Colonel Alan Richard, born in 1168 in the Rouen region of Liberal. Graduated head of his class from the military academy, later assigned to the mobile task force led by Cassius Bright. 1192, recognized for distinguished service under Cassius Bright in the 100 Days War. Appointed to staff of the Military Operations Office after Colonel Bright's retirement. At 1201, suggested formation of the Intelligence Division. Queen Alicia approves of the request and appoints him as the first commander of the new branch. Wow, pretty impressive. Oh, he is the man in charge. He always seemed to be pretty sharp. Looks like Major Sid was right about serving under Dad 10 years ago. So Dad really was a colonel. I wonder why he retired. I mean, he had respect and fame and all that. Captain Canone Amaltia, 1175, born in 1175 in Liberal's capital city of Grancel. Her excellent grades at the military academy earned her a place on the staff of the Military Operations Office shortly after graduation. 1201, reassigned to the newly formed Intelligence Division on Colonel Richard's recommendation. Later appointed as Colonel Richard's aide-de-camp, assisting directly with Military Operational Command. Excellent grades again. Another intellectual big shot, looks like. That appointment means that she has been working for Colonel Richard for a long time. No wonder she's so loyal to him. Thanks for this, Niall. At least we know a little more about who we're dealing with. As long as it's useful. Honestly, not really. In my opinion, that wasn't useful. No, learning about their backgrounds and... Yeah, this is the year that they formed the Intelligence Division. This is like, where they were born. Like, none of that helps. I've learned a few juicy tidbits while I was digging around, too. Juicy tidbits? For example, First Lieutenant Julia Schwartz of the Royal Guardsmen, currently wanted for questioning, was in the academy the same year as Captain Amalthea. Really now? They never gave off the impression that they got along that well. Or maybe because they were academy rivals. Jonathan's got the brains and Julia's got the combat skills. Pretty big difference there. I see, I'd imagine so. Looks like Julia's always been the super serious knightly type, huh? Next up, and this has nothing to do with the military, mind you. You kids know about Princess Claudia, right? Princess Claudia? Sounds familiar. Memory served, she was orphaned when the crown prince and his wife died. She's the graduated daughter of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. Right. She's not well known, but she is the direct descendant of the queen. From what I could dig up, she lives in the royal keep and pretty much stays there most of the time. And it seems someone's been looking for prospective marriage candidates for her. That's not super unusual for rich families, but still, just gross. That's not the point. The issue here is, who's this someone? Spot on, kid. It could be Colonel Richard. Has to be. Hey, not bad, kid. It is Colonel Richard who's been scouring foreign countries for a suitable candidate, looks like. I knew it. But isn't that kind of weird? Why would he even be involved in setting up an arranged marriage? Pretty interesting, ain't it? And now there's something I want from you two. Huh? You want us to win the tournament and get you some information at the dinner party, right? That about the long and short of it? Oh, okay. You're not shy about asking for stuff, are you? Hey, I got you the information. This is called give and take, sweetheart. True, and it's been helpful. Well, alright. We'll let you know if we find anything. That's what I like to hear. So if it all goes well today, I might not even have to rely on you two. Excuse me for a sec. Hello, Liberal News. Oh, it's you. I've been waiting for you to call in. What? Starting now? Okay, got it. I'll meet you there. What's going on? Sorry to cut and run on you, but I've got to go meet someone. Sounds like you're in for a late night. The sun's going down as it is. Hey, I'm a night owl anyways. I'm only up during the daytime while the crazy chick is being trained. But hey, no biggie. You kids can just kick back and relax while I'm out. Gotcha. Good luck with your work. You too, don't screw up tomorrow's match. Well then, what should we do now? I guess we should stop by the guild, then go back to the hotel. We ought to report in the info that Nyal got for us. Fine by me. You know what? I forgot about reporting in the ferocious monster. I hope it didn't expire, even though we've already done it. Thank you. Sewer Monster West reported. 8 BP 3000 mirror, still second class junior bracers. Estelle, Joshua, I offer my congratulations on advancing to the championship bout. It is a shame to hear of Kurt's loss, but I hear it was a very good match. Yeah, it was pretty insane. I wouldn't go patting us on the back just yet though. We weren't better than Kurt, not by a selge. True, we just got lucky. He had Zin along with Olivier's gun and magic to cover for our mistakes. They're the only reason we made it as far as we have. You two are very humble, a rare quality these days. By the way, have you learned any more information? Well, Joshua explained the details of Nyal's findings to Elnan. So Lieutenant Lawrence is part of a Jaeger Corps, or more specifically, the Jaeger Corps known as Jester. First, I've heard of that name. Definitely. I'd best look it up. Do the Guild and Jaeger Corps ever work together? Not at all. If anything, we consider one another to be business rivals. We make it our business not to interfere with the matters of the state, you see. Whereas the Jaegers largely revel in such matters. They are often employed in border disputes and have some quite opposing viewpoints with us regarding the safety of the common man. They don't sound very nice, so I take it there's no chance of getting information on this. I wouldn't say no chance. With a bit of cloak and dagger, I might be able to find the information you seek. It would take several days to gather the necessary intel, however, so you wouldn't have it before the championship. Is that alright? Championship, schmampionship. This has nothing to do with the competition, so yeah, if you please. Thank you, Elnan. Also, regarding the Colonel's hunt for Princess Claudia's future husband, we've uncovered a few morsels of information which may have some connection. Okay. A member of the Imperial Royal family will be arriving in Grancel during the Queen's birthday celebration. We don't know their name, but we do know this is the first time someone from the family has come to Liberos since the war 10 years ago, so this is fairly significant news. I see. You're right that it does seem connected with talk of Princess Claudia's marriage. I don't actually know a thing about the Imperial Royal family. I mean, the only Imperial I've ever met is Olivier. The princess has just celebrated her 16th birthday. It seems much too early for her to be married. I suspect there may be politics at work here. Whoa, 16? Jeez, we're only 16 ourselves. It is the appropriate age for a young lady to make her debut in high society, but unless we reverted to a much more repressed time, it is much too soon to be for marriage. Indeed, as I said, I suspect there is a political motive for this push for wedlock. And finding that motive will no doubt prove to be a most valuable endeavor. Gotcha. If we can earn that invite to the castle, we'd be able to investigate much more easily. Then we need to secure a win in tomorrow's championship. As dangerous as this may be, I've got something for you here. Yes! We have received Grancel Sewer Key B. What the heck does this lead to? The sewers. We always keep a few on hand at the Capital Branch. Never know when they might come in handy. This one should open up one of the access grates near the Grand Arena. There have been some pretty strong monsters living down there, so I figured it might make for a suitable training ground. Bring it. You could totally use the warm-up. Thank you, Onan. I'm just doing my job. Make sure you don't head down there without some backup, though. If it's just the two of you, you're toast. No problem there. Right on down with Zinin and Olivier after we meet with them tomorrow. Sounds good to me. Wow, it's late. We should probably get back to the hotel. Hey, you two. Oh, what's going on? We're on patrol. Nighttime patrols have been increased as part of the counter-terrorism measures, so it's best to avoid going out after 9 o'clock if at all possible. You two should go on home. Don't you think that's a little obnoxious? What if you need to go out after 9 o'clock? It's the higher-ups who make the decisions, miss. Sorry to cause any trouble, but everyone has to abide by the rules. By the way, where is it that you two live? We're staying at the hotel on the North Block. We'll be there for the duration of the martial arts competition. Hold on a sec. I swear I've seen you two somewhere before. Hey! These kids are in the tournament. Now that you mention it. Oh, were you guys in the audience? Haha, well, we were on the security detail. That match today was pretty incredible. Tomorrow's a championship, no? We'll escort you to the hotel so you can rest up for your big fight. Very well. We accept. Thanks for escorting us. We appreciate it. You've got to be kidding. We're big fans of yours. We're all in the same army, but I don't know. Those special ops types just rub me the wrong way for some reason. No kidding. I just don't get what goes through their heads. Don't you think talking like this is a little disrespectful of Colonel Richard, though? Well, that's why we're putting so much faith in your participation. Good luck with tomorrow's match. Haha. Thank you. We'll do everything we can. Whew. Well, this is all kind of complicated, huh? I don't think those guys know a thing about the Colonel's plot. They seem to think the intelligence division are just regular soldiers. Whatever info comes down the chain of command, they accept as the truth. Well, I'd hate to make enemies of them since they're rooting for us and all. Regardless of anything else, it'd be wise not to stir up trouble with the rank-and-file soldiers. What do you say we stay in our room tonight and just rest up? Okay. Quite a number of soldiers seem to be patrolling out there, and all our other guests who have gone out have invariably been led right back in. Alright. That sounded like Sieg. Huh? Did you just hear something? Be on alert when we go inside and be ready for a fight if things don't look right. Huh? I think we've got a trespasser. There might be some explosives set, so be careful. Wait, you're kidding, right? I need you to do exactly as I tell you, no questions. If you'd rather stay out here, that's fine with me. No way. I'm fine. Let's go inside. Alright. Oh. Looks like he got away. But that's strange. I don't get the sense that anyone's been in here. Nor does it feel like there's any traps set. You can seriously tell that kind of thing? I guess this is all that was left behind. What? A letter? Joshua broke the seal on the letter. Tonight, at the stroke of 10, come to the cathedral. Please, tell no one of this. And that's it? And what cathedral? That huge church over in the West Block? It's already almost 10 o'clock now. Well, it sure sounds suspicious, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do you think? Should we go for it? Absolutely not. Well, what was that for? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Look, didn't those soldiers just say that they were going to reinforce tonight's patrols? You can bet they'll be keeping a close watch on the West Block too. Oh, right. I still hate to just pretend we never got it. I'll go by myself then. Huh? It's easier for one person to stay hidden than two. I shouldn't have any real trouble getting to the cathedral unnoticed. Listen, if all I'm doing is scoping out the situation, I can handle it on my own. I just need you to stay here. Hey! Huh? I'm no less a bracer than you are. I can handle myself and I won't slow you down. Your silver tongue's not gonna work on me this time. Estelle, that's not what I meant. I know it's not that you don't trust me. I can tell that you're worried about me, or more so that you're worried for me. Well, what are you not telling me? How can you tell that I'm keeping something from you? I'm closer to you than just about anyone, Joshua. There's nothing you can keep from me. Not for very long, anyways. I'm impressed. Huh? Alright, if you wanted to come with me, I won't try to stop you. It's almost 10 now, though, so we have to hurry. Oh, okay. But I want you to promise me something. If anything goes wrong, you do exactly as I tell you. One wrong move could be fatal. Okay, I promise. Let's get a move on, then. I'm pretty sure it was just Sieg. But, hey, it's alright. Oh. It looks like they're patrolling. If any of the soldiers spot us, we'll probably be led back to the hotel. We need to study their movements and take whatever chances we can get to get past them undetected. Okay. I'm so glad they zoomed the camera out. Oh, we gotta go to the west block. Oh, we can't get there through here. Eee. Ugh. They got that whole section hunkered down. We're gonna have to go from the east block and go from the bottom section to get to the southern end. Alright, so far so good. Let's save the game. Go! I almost got caught. Is the problem? Ah! We did it. Alright, where is it in here that you want us to go? Okay, they're just squaring up. I forgot it was the cathedral. Alright, we made it. And with perfectly. You saw that? Easy. Stay focused, Estelle. I'll go in first. Stay close. Okay. I'm sorry, Estelle. I guess I misunderstood. Huh? Haha, you came after all. Let me guess, it was Schwartz. Or Chloe, one of them. You. Hey, aren't you the nun from before? The one who attacked on the scenic route? Thank you for what you did back there. I assumed you got my message. That letter was yours? I just have a feeling it's one of them too. But why would you do something so secretive like just to say thanks? Ah, now I get it. It was her all along. Huh? Ah, you're very observant, Joshua. Pardon me then. Allow me to get more comfortable. Yep, I knew it. Schwartz. What? Lieutenant Julia Schwartz, commander of the Royal Guardsmen, at your service. It's been a long time, you two. I knew you'd come. It's nice to see you again, Lieutenant. Last time was back in Rouen, right? Yes, it was. It hasn't been that long, but it feels like ages. Hold on a second. Why are you in that getup? And why'd you call us here? I'll answer your questions one at a time. First, the Cloves. The Septian Church has a long, deep ties with the royal family. Colonel Richard's little conspiracy has us on the run, and they've helped us stay hidden within the city. Oh, okay. The answer to your other question for why I called you here is if you win the final match tomorrow, you'll get invited to that dinner party at the castle, right? What I need you to do is to get in touch with Her Majesty once you get inside. I realize it's a selfish request, but since we're basically fugitives, there's no way for us to make contact. You're the only hope that we have. Well then, this is kind of unexpected. Actually, we're participating in the competition specifically in hopes of seeing the Queen anyways. What? Joshua explained the request that Professor Russell gave them during the Lacent Fortress incident. Really now? Almighty Adios, thank you for your gift most sacred. In that case, I only have one favor to ask of you. When you speak to Her Majesty, heed her counsel. Of course, that was the plan from the get-go. That non-involvement rule still applies even in a situation like this, but we'll do everything we can. I'm grateful. Please take this with you. You have received Julia's letter. What's this? Give this to the head maid, Hilda, and she'll know that you've spoken to me. Her Majesty is probably under very heavy guard by the Special Ops men, but you can trust Hilda. With her help, you may be able to speak with Her Majesty. She sounds like a heck of a lady. Got it, we'll talk to her. Thank you very much. Haha, pathetic, isn't it? Eh? I was deceived and thereby failed, the one that I was supposed to protect at all costs, and this happened not long after I swore that I would give my life to safeguard Her Majesty from harm. You can't imagine how helpless I feel having to depend entirely on another's help. You really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. I hate to say this, but there is the chance that we'll lose tomorrow's match. I'm certain that you'll do just fine. That Calvardian martial artist is extremely skilled, and you are both the children of Colonel Cassius Bright. You mean you knew our dad too? It's not without reason that he was the finest swordsman in all of Royal Army, the Divine Blade at that. Before he retired from service, I had a chance to be trained by him when he was a martial arts instructor at the military academy. If not for him, I would not be nearly as skilled as I am. I can't believe that. Dad's never used anything except a bow staff. I guess he must have given up the sword when he decided to become a bracer. His goal wasn't to kill his enemies, he wanted to improve himself and help those weaker than he. That's why he chose the bow staff as his weapon, or so I imagine. Really? I didn't know that my use of a staff had that kind of significance. I'm sure he hoped that you'd inherit the same kind of mindset. I think he'd be proud of you. Joshua. Colonel Cassius trained both of you, and I have all the faith in the world that you'll win tomorrow's match. Hearing you say that almost makes me think you're right. We'll put everything you have into it. Pardon us, this is the Grancel City Guard. Due to the terrorist threat, we will now be patrolling the main facilities. I apologize for the lateness of the hour, but do you mind if we take a look inside? Crap. Quite alright, thank you. Just a moment please and I'll open the door. There's another door at the back of the altar room. You can get outside from there. Okay, please be careful. Hey, it's the little title screen theme song. Whew! Well, we managed to avoid the patrol so far. It doesn't look like there's any soldiers this way. Yeah, I'm not sensing anyone. I guess the night patrols are finally done. Let's rest for a moment, then head back to the hotel. Okay. Ugh, so much is going on. It's starting to give me a headache. I'll bet. I never would have imagined I never would have imagined it to be Lieutenant Schwartz waiting for us at the cathedral. Wait, so she wasn't who you were expecting to find there? Could it be you were thinking it'd be someone else you'd known before? Well... Oh. Sorry, forgot I said anything. Gotta remember the rules. Estelle, I won't ask you anything about before we met until you're ready to tell me. I try to be careful, but sometimes it just slips my mind. Estelle, I think you've gotten a little stronger during our travels. Huh? It's overwhelming to think about all the people around us, each and every one of them living his or her own life under the same sky. And every person you meet has a personality and a history and a story to tell. Every one of them is just like us, living day by day. Sometimes I just have to remind myself that no one acts without cause. Nothing happens without a reason, or a motive, or an excuse. And it's only when I remember that I start to feel like I might be able to reclaim the parts of me I lost. Joshua. I'm probably just fooling myself, tricking myself into accepting things I can't change, but even so, I'm grateful for having someone with me. The sky, Dad, most of all, you. Joshua. So, I promise, once this whole matter is settled and if Dad comes back safely, I'll tell you everything there is to know about my past. Really? Really. With the stars as my witness. Okay then, we have ourselves a deal. Estelle? All my gloom's gone fluttering away. Because once you've told me what you gotta tell me, then I'll tell you what I've gotta tell you. What? Oh wait, that's about that thing you had on your mind. Yeah. I'm gonna have to psych myself up for it. Psych yourself up? Is it really something so dramatic? I mean, if it's that important, I really don't mind hearing about it now. Absolutely not. It's a delicate matter, and timing is crucial. Though I guess the situation does kind of feel right, but still no dice. Not yet. I don't get you sometimes, Estelle. I swear, you seem like you're ready to take on anything now, all because you got a big talk planned. It makes no sense. Of course I'm ready. Ain't no way I'm letting those guys keep me from this talk. I'm gonna show these special ops types how a touch of girl power can ruin their whole day. Ruin their. You really are your father's daughter. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You better not be comparing me to a middle-aged man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Sometimes I think we're gonna do just fine tomorrow. Oh, we're gonna do absolutely swell. I'm gonna make sure of it. Yesterday was genuinely awful. I returned to the embassy overfull of spirit when those tiresome guards saw fit to stop and cast flaming, stinking disparagements at me. I've never read that word before. They've tightened security at night, supposedly for anti-terrorist purposes. Were you two okay? Yes, we went to bed rather early, so we didn't have any problems. And Elnin lent us something that might really give us an edge. Estelle explained that Elnin had loaned them the spare key to the Grancel sewers. Now that should come in handy. He's a young one, but he's got a real spark to him. He always seems to know what you need and when you need it. So what do you say we check out the sewers this morning? The gate is just north of this arena. Well, if it's for the banquet, we could muster up one more huzzah. Oh, heck yeah, we're definitely going those sewers and we're gonna grind up and get stronger. So, the sewers. There's a path here. Here it is. Use Grancel sewer key B. Hey, at least there's no bug in trying to get in here. Alright, E block. I'm gonna go downward. Right off the bat. Can't do anything here. Dang it, I didn't preemptive them. They are super weak to magic. They take triple the amount of magic damage. They instant kill! Why is every enemy instant killing? It's the worst mechanic ever. Alright. So that instant kill is way worse than the moths. Because the moths take 2 turns to instant kill you. These guys? Nope. Just you got this one chance, you get hit one time. Oh well. That's an instant kill. Alright. Alrighty, jeez. Dang it, I didn't get the preemptive. I'm running. Start that again. There you go. Much better. Those guys don't give it much XP at all. They're called scissor hands.
Savor the victory.
They do give some pretty good sepif though, so that's not too bad. Missed. Oh gosh.
Enjoy the show.
Alright. Another one of these guys. Let him turn around. Nice crit, nice strength up, nice heal.
Savor the victory.
Alright, chest here, Tira Bomb. Treasure doesn't respawn, you know. Here's another chest. Monsters appeared. Okay, this is where we gotta be super careful. Look at the crazy amount of enemies, and 4 of them are instant kill abusers. Okay, so right off the bat, let's buff up our strength. And yep, we're definitely throwing fire. I'm gonna attack these guys. Dangerous. Oh, we crit all of them, but holy crap. I'm gonna dual strike up here. Oh god, they explode. For high damage, too. Wow. Do, 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 do.
Savor the victory. We are
Good XP. Holy crap. Amazing Sepith. Bunch of drops. We found the Gladiator headband. Back for more. Hey, if we're gonna get all that XP and Sepith, I'll gladly keep fighting. Alright, so we got headband. Let's go check it out. Strength up +5, defense down -5, and CP up +10%. That is something Joshua would love. His defense is already kind of crap because I keep putting strength up, defense down, which is funny. But hey, I want power. I don't care. Right there, let me use a Tiro Bomb. Another one on Zin. Really good crit there. I want to stop fighting these guys. Not just because they do instant kills, more so that they just don't give much. Like, really. 20 XP? It's okay. It could be a lot worse, but compared to the other enemies, they give a lot more. I'll go downward. Oh, downward leads nowhere, but an enemy, that's totally fine. Those self-destructing gelatin-like enemies only add 9 extra XP to it. Not really worth. Uh-oh. Someone's getting instant killed. Or not, thank goodness.
We're good to go.
Alright. There should be a lever around here to open up that other section. Oh no!
show.
I think... I'm probably wrong, but I think this little black screen here represents you just went to the... You went back to the other end. So before we go to... Dang it. Before we go to the, back to the west block, let me finish up the east block. I'm gonna hurricane. Not strong enough. Olivia is just not that strong. Alright, we're going further downward. I can hit all three. Why did you... I mean, I don't expect it to. But I desperately kind of pray. That in Trails of the Sky, second chapter, or the third, Trails of the Sky the third, that we can choose where we stand and attack. Please. Please. I would love to be able to move my character where I want and still attack. I would just, I really want that. I really, really, really want that. I'm praying. I'm praying that second chapter maybe does that. Monsters appeared. Alright, we gotta be careful. Holy crap, look at that. He doesn't have any AoEs. I'm actually just going to, Shadow Spear you. Joshua's dead. Oh, it didn't attack. Dang it! I messed up. Let's do another Shadow Spear there. Alright. We got a Hawkeye. There's a note inside. It reads, haha, I knew you'd be back. Hawkeye sounds like a gun. I knew it. From 90 strength 4 range to 100 strength 4 range. So plus 10. Not much, but it's gonna help because he does hit too weak. Too weak. Alright, and with that, we can go on our way to this section, which opens up the other area. I'm pretty sure of it. That was not a preemptive? Uh-oh. I can't even flicker you. I can't even hit you. More like it. Oh, gosh. Joshua leveled up. Do another Latira. Save the game, by the way. We came down from up. We came up from that way. There's a chest here. Monsters appeared. Dang, Joshua is gonna be a while before he gets to go again. Speed up. Can I? If I speed up Joshua, doesn't even matter, huh? He's too slow. I will use this. Yeah, everyone get closer. I get to crit. Alright. Estelle leveled up. Tons of Sepith again. Found Cestus. That is a fist weapon. I know what that is. Cestus. So 85 strength to 100 strength. So he gains plus 15. He's already super powerful. So that just buffs him up even more. Okay, this is where we came from. What's down here? This place is huge. There's a strong monster there. Oh, this is what allows you to go from the west to the east side of the sewers. And this is where we fight the strong monster. Orbment, that's what I'm trying to go to. I'm gonna heal you, and we are ready for this fight. Exterminate. What are these guys weak to? Anything? Fire! Who would have thought? Everyone's weak to fire in this game. Freezing. Oh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm gonna do AoE just in case someone else gets infected with that. Hit this one. There we go.
Let's move out.
148 XP. Amazing. You ever exterminated the monster in Grancel Sewer's East Block? Because I definitely forgot to check out the side quest. Haha. Well, that's alright. And you get to open up the wall. Now, this led nowhere. Just to traverse to the other end. And this led to a couple places. This is where we got the chest, and then I decided to backtrack. I think? Yeah. Did that really lead nowhere? That's weird to me. Hurricane. Oh, we're getting only 14 XP from those guys now. You found the Tira bomb. The chest is so very, very, very empty. I believe you. Oh, you almost touched me there, buddy. Nice.
We're good to go.
Alright. Now. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. This leads us back. Was there any more? Oh, Joshua, for the love of gosh. I get so, like, annoyed in this game when I miss. And it's not like, oh yeah, you just miss every so often. It's normal for a JRPG. No, you miss way too much in this game. I feel like, oh whoops, I should have hit that one. It's alright. I feel like in this game, you're always missing. Like every time I choose the command to hit someone, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, oh, please hit. You know, as I said, you always miss in this game. The hit rate in this game is just atrocious. Oh boy. Joshua and Estelle, I can never let them hit anyone because they're gonna miss. Wasn't there... I'm super confused. That's why I'm just confused and going back. So, one moment. I need to confirm something by going this way. Not this way. The section that I opened up the wall, this leads nowhere. Okay. The section that we opened up the wall, I'm pretty sure there's one chest still remaining. I gotta keep going down. Alright, I'm gonna confirm this for myself. I need to go into that one room. I don't remember how to get there, but we'll find it. Yes, this is the room. No, this isn't. Yeah, this is the room. Look. You see, there's still a chest. This is where I become confused. Doesn't lead anywhere. Neither does that. This is where we came from. But then this puts us back to the east block. Yes, touch the back of my party member and instantly give me an encounter. This led nowhere. I'm gonna end up going too far back. We need to go back to the west block and figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna jot this down in my head. Starting here. So the first left into the very first turn leads to a chest area. As you can see right across, I don't have that chest. So let's go upwards a little bit more. And it doesn't lead anywhere at all. It just leads to a chest. And then, wait, we came from there. We go down. And at this point, we're going away from it. I'm pretty sure you gotta go back to the other block and figure it out. Maybe. This leads to where the boss is, which doesn't go anywhere. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I was about to say. So we're back at the west block, because we've literally seen everything in that one area. That means there should be something else on this end over here. Like here. But no. There is nothing else to figure out over here, right? Let me go back to this area here. Once you go through those black phases or what, black wall things, loading screens, that means you're in another area entirely. This leads just to the chest that's in the middle there. And then up here, I would need a door that goes to the right side in order to get in there. Or a room like this, where you go down and go to it. But you don't. From anywhere here. You don't go anywhere on the right over here. At this point, we're going too far. Yeah. Weird. I didn't miss anything at all. So where does this lead? I don't remember. Just to a simple chest in the middle there. That led nowhere. Oh, this is the... Alright, let me take a second look at all of this. Chest there. Yeah, it's just leading into this one room with the 3 chests. And this is where you actually go to the other end and figure things out. That is so confusing. There has to be someone else with the same question online. Right? Chosen Sky 1 Grancel sewer chest. Okay, you go there later. You see? There's other people with the same questions. We are blessed to have the internet just answer our questions for us. Isn't it amazing? Anyways, I know we're right there next to the tournament section. But I'm gonna get a quick run over to the hotel because I don't know if it actually restores our stuff. So I'm gonna just make sure that we are completely and utterly rested up. Full full EP, full HP, and everyone has 200 out of 200 CP. So we're definitely gonna go in there and wreck. We're gonna wreck. Oh, wait. Let me report to the guild that I exterminated the monster and see if there's any other quests. Sewer monster east side, 8 BP, 3000 Mira, still second class. Ah, dang, I want to be first class so bad. Alright, time to get to the tournament and start the championships off. Let's save right here. Welcome everyone, welcome to the Grand Arena. Please note that the tournament participants... You said this many times. Looks like it's just us in here. The waiting room feels awfully big right now. Well, it actually is a pretty big room. Team sports events and circuses alike used to be held here. But that was back in a time when gladiator fighting monsters was a man's only source of entertainment. Interesting. I guess that would explain the size if there were circus animals in here. I must say, it certainly doesn't measure up to an imperial opera house, but even so, it's about the size of an outdoor concert venue, and that's certainly acceptable. Excuse us for being less gaudy than you imperialists. I think we may have gotten here a little too early, though. We've still got a sizable chunk of time before the match starts. Really? Ugh, waiting around for your match to start really does get kind of boring. So why don't we walk around the grounds for a little while then? Works for me. We're gonna go out for a walk, guys. Sure, just make sure you're here in time for the match. I have a feeling things are gonna go wrong. Well, what new turn of events is this? I thought for sure that you'd go with them. I just get the feeling that something's changed between the two of them. Some type of step forward. Hello, Mr. Observant. They've definitely been feeling some pressure from the matches, but today they seemed a lot more relaxed. Oh, to be that young again. But are they ready for the feelings that well up from within them? Even if they are not, the feelings are surely ready for them. Such delightful awkwardness. I look forward to what comes of it. I just really don't get you. Something wrong? Are you feeling alright? I'm okay. I just got the chills all of a sudden, like someone is talking about us or plotting something. I think I can guess who that is. Well, we've never actually been up in this section over here. Can we even go there? No. I guess, it does lead to that one area with, like, the Duke Gunnin sat and the other section. But hey. Yeah. We're just gonna go to the other side. I was about to say, we're not gonna be allowed in there. Any familiar fate? Dorothy? Hey, Estelle! You did it! The final fight! It's so exciting. Deep breaths, Dorothy. Come on now, do it with me. If you don't relax and keep yourself still and focused, you won't be able to get any good shots. Oh, don't you worry about that. I take my best pictures when I'm all hyped up like this. You're more natural, you see. Oh, I guess they would be. Dorothy, I think you're some kind of savant or something. I've never heard that word before. Hey, Annalise. Hey, newbies. Your opponents are tough, but you guys should be able to take them out, no sweat. Break a leg out there, and we'll be cheering for you like you wouldn't believe. Hey, you guys. Listen, just relax and do what you've always done. There's no pressure. We're all here to root for you for today. So you're representing the Bracer Guild out there, so be sure to make us proud. Is something wrong, Kurt? Oh, it's you guys. Guess it's time for the final match. Give it all you guys got. You bet. You don't look so good there, Kurt. Are you okay? You must have been really damaged by that skill that Lawrence did. You do seem pale. Just a little lightheaded, that's all. It's kind of odd. I don't feel sick, so am I lightheaded? I think I'm having a flashback. Flashback from what? Yesterday? No. From an accident I had about 3 months ago. Seems I screwed up on a job and messed myself up pretty bad. What do you mean, seems? You don't mean amnesia, do you? I do. Kind of embarrassing. I'm perhaps even a bit cliche, but I actually don't remember a thing about it. Or didn't anyways. I can't remember what job I was doing that got me hurt in the first place. Doctor said it wasn't shock or anything, but offered no other explanations as to what it could be. Wow, what a story. But you were still okay to participate in the match, even in that condition? I told you physically there isn't anything wrong with me. In fact, I'm feeling a lot better just talking it over with you. And in time, these flashbacks will start to take shape, and I'll remember what happened. So don't worry about me, okay? Okay, I guess, if you say so. You're starting to look a little bit better than you did a minute ago. Just be careful though, okay? Thanks. You guys too. Good luck out there. Alright. That should be it. Back already? There's still more time before the match begins. Go make blah 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 blah. Oh, there's more to do. Is there anyone else up there? Oh yeah. Estelle, Joshua, Professor, you came to watch us? But of course, you've always been of such a big help to me. I owe you at least that much. Thanks, Professor. But how'd you scrape together the mirror for a ticket? Oh, that was a bit of a lucky break on my part, actually. The museum director had some sudden business to attend to, so we couldn't make it today. and I'm here in his stead. Should have guessed you'd never be able to get here out of your own pocket. Not that I wouldn't try, of course. I'm sure I could find a way to... I'm sure I could find a way even if I put my mind to it. At any rate, I'm here, and I am here, and here I am. I'll be shouting out your name for sure. I'll come dead, you two. You bet we will. Thank you, Professor. And that's definitely everyone. Now, right? No time. We're probably gonna get a run-in with the Intelligence Division. Oh. Estelle, Joshua, is that you? That's definitely not. Intelligence Division. Mayor Kloss, what brings you here? It's good to see you both. Sherazard told me that you'd gone traveling all over the kingdom. You've certainly grown up nice in the time since we last met. Haha, thank you very much. Well, I can't speak for myself, really, but you certainly seem as chipper as ever, Mr. Mayor. It's kind of refreshing to see. Well, I won't let young folk beat me just yet. So I hear that you two made it all the way to the championship in the big martial arts tournament. But I may be a little old for such things, but I came to watch. You came all the way from Relent for that? No. Actually, I got an invitation out of the blue to a dinner party at Grancel Castle. I only arrived in Grancel this morning. Came by way of an airliner. No way. I think I get it. The invitation from Duke Dunnan, right? Oh, you know of it? I was originally planning to attend as a birth ceremony for this married couple and then journeyed here. This lady officer approached me out of nowhere and told me that I was invited to this dinner party. One guess as to who that is. Yep, it had to be Captain Amalthea. Sadly, my wife's just not much of a traveling sort, so I didn't have much of a choice but to come here by myself. She's not here? Pardon me, Mayor. There's a chance that we may also be attending that dinner party. And Joshua explained that the Duke had stated that the winner of the competition would receive a formal invitation to the party. I see. Well, that explains it. Hardly seems appropriate to call for a dinner party when Her Majesty has taken ill. But if you two will be there, I might not feel quite so awkward. So that just means you'll have to try that much harder to win. You bet. We'll just try to meet your expectation. I think I'm going to find myself a seat then. Best of luck to the both of you. I can't believe he's going to be at the dinner party too. You think Mayor Maybell will be there as well? Seems likely. There'll probably be a lot of influential people in attendance. Oh well. We just need to focus on winning our match and then we'll see everyone here. Everyone there. Sounds good. Speaking of which, it's almost time. Let's return to the waiting room. Okay. I was struggling to say that one line. Full crowd. I forgot to check out who was on the other end of the seats. Oh, it looks like the Duke and Colonel Richard are showing up together today. Indeed. Maybe he's here to watch his support and it's compete. Oh, so that's the Royal Army starling over the public, eh? He's handsome enough and well groomed. He looks like the capable sort. Yeah, I guess so. He doesn't seem to bear much resemblance to when I saw him at Bose, at least in terms of character. Well, what indeed can one do? I suppose that he is worthy of being considered a rival to the great Olivier Lenheim. I doubt he's worried about that. Looks like it's starting. Must apologize to everyone for the long wait. We now open the final day of the martial arts competition's full contact matches. Is Dorothy even allowed to be up? Well, I guess she is a reporter, so she does have the authority. Serena has been abuzz with preparations and fighting for the better part of a week now, and it all culminates right here and right now. Which team will seize ultimate victory this day? Without further ado, I present the fight card for this championship match. South side blue team from the Calvert Republic, captain is Sin. North side red team from the Royal Army Intelligence Division Special Forces, captain is 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. Alright, we're up. Finally. I trust everyone is ready to put everything into this. But it's for tears or for laughter. This is it. Game faces, guys. Yep. Everyone we've fought so far has been as tough as a tapioca. That and half this team is a pair of rookies. I doubt they'll be able to stand up to us. Don't be so sure. Both of them are part of the Bracer Guild. Indeed, we've been reading up on them. Good. Now stay focused and don't underestimate them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, what are those guys grousing out about over there? Just let them be, Estelle. If they're covering their faces like that, I can't imagine they have much in the way of self-confidence. Ooh, dang, Olivier. Since they lack my dazzling good looks, there's probably a lot of sniping and backbiting in their ranks. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I have you know I'm considered very attractive to women. Second Lieutenant Lawrence, right? What is it, boy? Joshua. That sword technique. No, never mind. Best of luck. And to you. Hey, don't let their talk get you all depressed. We're about to start. We will now begin the final match of the martial arts competition. Both teams go to your starting places. Adios be with you. Ready? Begin! Okay, they do damage. It's gonna be like the hardest fight in the game thus far. We gotta be careful. Where is that move? There it is, Earth Wall. Oh, it's too small. No. I'm focusing super heavy on Lawrence.
You're finished.
200% damage, baby. Alright, perfect. One down. He spread too far. These guys are dying. I'm not even gonna worry about them.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
And then Estelle. Body split. We gotta be careful. Preparing to use arts. Okay. Oh gosh. They killed Joshua. Oh, that's the one with the earth wall. I thought it was the one in front of Joshua. Fine. Not bothered by it. Miss, good stuff. Um 2,000 out of 2,000. If I use a magic, yes, perfect. We gotta be careful. Just in case he does live. Can I delay them? Yes. Tier roll. And bam! We did it.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Good XP. Tons of Sepif. KO. Winner is Zin's team. It can't be. We're the best of the best that the special ops have to offer. How could we lose? We're beaten? Yahoo! We won. We really won. I'm exhausted. Now, the winning team will be blessed with a few words from Duke Dunnan. Representing the team will be Zin Vafek. Please come forward. Yes, sir. Wow, you look even bigger up close. Are all Easterners as huge as you? No, I'm a little outside the ordinary. I just ate well, slept well, and trained diligently ever since I was very young. I'm the way I am because I tend to think about everything carefully and deeply. Ha ha ha, I see. I see. I like you, Zin. Allow me to present you with the prize of 100,000 Mira and the invitation to the dinner party. Thank you very much, sir. You have received the invitation, and we received 100,000 Mira. ADO shine her light and glory upon you and your friends. My beloved citizens, let's hear a big round of applause for the victors. An interesting conclusion, I'd say. Lieutenant Lawrence, you truly have no shame. His Excellency must be surely ashamed to see his men beaten by such rabble. Was all that posturing just for show? I am indeed ashamed. Come on now, Namalthea, you needn't criticize him so. Truth be told, I myself asked Lawrence to hold back. What? It would behoove any member of the Intelligence Division not to put all of his strengths on display, and in this instance it works out to our benefit that the others win the championship. I see. His Grace too seems to take in with the Easterner. It'll serve as an ample distraction. Still, it is a pity. If Lieutenant Schwartz or General Morgan had participated, the dynamic would have been far more dynamic. Surely you jest, sir. If you truly wanted the tournament to be more dynamic, perhaps you should have participated yourself. The likes of Julie are no match for your strength, after all. I don't think quite that highly of my skill with a sword. I thought I would have been able to defeat the second lieutenant here if he fought as hard as he could. Hardly, sir. I believe you somewhat overestimate my strength. I'm nothing but a refined former Jaeger in a soldier's uniform. I beg to differ. I have confidence in my ability to judge the strength of others, and about the only person I could see being able to fight you on equal terms would be him. Speaking of whom, his children will be shortly entering Grancel Castle. Shouldn't we be taking some sort of steps to deal with them? Leave them be. We'll honor with the arrangement with the Duke, and besides, it's far too late for the Bracer Guild to cause us any real trouble. But sir, Lawrence, how far along do you gauge the plan's progress? Just over 90%, sir. I'm certain that I'll be able to guide you to our destination within the next few days. Excellent. A new dawn fast approaches for this kingdom, and even if I must endure the stigma of treason, I shall pave the way for the glorious morrow. Whew! Now that was one hell of a fight. I had no clue that Lieutenant Lawrence was so frickin' strong. Yes, I think we got lucky. Even now it's hard to believe. I don't like it. Huh? It's nothing. More importantly, that fancy shindig is supposed to be happening tonight. What I understand, it's gonna run late into the night, so they're setting up rooms for us. Most generous of them. Rubbing shoulders with all those stuffed shirts is sure to chafe in the worst way and in uncomfortable places. But dining? Liberal royal dining? The very prospect of such decadence. Look at me. My mouth can barely contain itself. Where is my handkerchief? It's getting on your... gross. It's good to see that you haven't lost your sense of perspective, Olivier. Indeed. Let us be off, then. Off to gorge our souls upon the 7 courses of courtly affection. Oh, that's the plan, is it? Well, well, fancy meeting you here. You son of a bitch. You wander all over the place every damn day and leave me wondering what the hell you're up to. Have you gone completely mad? What possessed you to participate in a martial arts competition? Oh, come on now, my dear mother. There's no need to crease your lovely face with such an ill-tempered expression. After all, it is not true that good fortune... Is it not true that good fortune comes to those who favor those around them with a smile? I am smiling. Is it just me, or do you recognize that uniform? Yeah, it looks like Imperial military to me. He looks like he could be a tough one to take on in a fight, too. I don't believe we've met. My name is Mueller. I was just recently appointed as resident military officer at the Erebonian embassy. I've known this whack job for a very long time. One might even call us schoolyard chums. Ha! Fret not over his dark demeanor. Without it, his presence wouldn't light up the room the way it does. Okay, you really need to shut up now. Right. Now where was I? From the looks of things, this fellow has caused you some sort of trouble. As a representative of the Erebonian embassy, I sincerely apologize. Oh, it's okay. He hasn't really been a bother. Actually, he was a big help to us in the tournament. Olivier, did you deliberately try to keep your participation in the tournament a secret from the embassy? Oh, perish the thought. No. Rather, I simply never told them. How is that any different from hiding it? But okay, fine. What's done is done. Now, though, we're going back to the embassy. Yes, you're coming with me. Eh? Please do wait a moment. We have all been invited to a delightful, indeed, wondrous dinner party. Delightful and wondrous, eh? Sounds nice. Too bad you won't be attending. You're gonna be confined to the embassy for a little while. Are you serious? When do I ever joke? Oh, cruel fate. Truly, you drive a knife into my very heart. The promise of this dinner party has all been that's helped me maintain my will to live. You know, I actually feel kind of bad for him. Is it really that big of a deal if you let him go to the party? What's your reasoning behind this? I knew I could count on you. But how lovely a thing is true friendship. Such warmth and affection as opposed to the cruel frigidity of my schoolyard chum. I don't think you folks really understand just how serious this is. But try to picture this. A dinner party populated by royalty and its influential guests from across the country. And also in attendance, an arrogant fool who never shuts his mouth because his foot is lodged so far into it. And if they found out that this uncouth imbecile was an Erebonian citizen... My beautiful and gracious comrades, why have you suddenly fallen so silent? I'm sorry, Olivier, but he does kind of have a point. Yeah, your usual behavior might not be appreciated in the royal castle. True. We wouldn't want to start an international incident, would we? What? You would turn on me so easily? The war only ended 10 years ago. Relations between our countries can still be restrained at times. You'll just have to grin and bear it, Olivier. Please, Mueller, hear me out. I'm sorry that I didn't say anything before. You know when you... This isn't a debate. My dinner party! My royal cuisine! Is this really okay? I can't say I really like it, but the facts are the facts. But there's nothing much we can do about it now. We'll just have to enjoy ourselves twice as much in order to make up for him not being able to join us. Oh well, I guess you're right. Let's get our stuff together and head to get Grancel Castle then. Alright. As exciting as it sounds, because you know things are going to come up and I'm not going to be able to save for a while, I'm going to save right here and call it for today. If we stream tomorrow, considering how long every chapter in this game has been, we should be able to finish this game next stream. So guys, if you guys want to see the possible conclusion to the game, be sure to follow me here on the Twitch. As well, you can follow me on Twitter. I will let you guys know when I will go live ahead of time, and then you can speak to me on there if you'd like to do that. You can also see what my thoughts are on the game and anything else in particular, as well as you can subscribe to me on the YouTube, so if you do miss it, you can go ahead and watch it there. And any other, you know, playthroughs I've done in the past or in the future that I will be doing. Because I throw everything as soon as it goes up from the Twitch straight to the YouTube. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for being here at this time and enjoy yourselves. Take care.